If the thought of sitting down and writing out your personal story seems boring or just overwhelming, no worries. I have 10 fun ideas that you can do to record your stories in a great way, whether they're big stories of really big moments in your life or just the little small everyday things that you do. Every one of those stories is important because guess what? It tells about you, and that's what we want to hear. So try out these 10 ideas. Try one if you like it. Try all 10. It doesn't matter. That's the best part. You can do it in multiple formats and then just compile them together in one spot physically or in one spot digitally, however you're doing it. And you'll have a great record of your life. It's the perfect way to get started on your stories. For the first idea, you don't even need to grab a piece of paper and a pencil to start. Instead, I want you to start with a camera. So go around your house and take pictures of things that you love. Maybe it's your favorite toys, maybe it's your favorite place to sit in the home when you watch a movie or when you play games as a family. In fact, speaking of games, take a picture of your favorite game. There are so many things that you can do. Just pull out that camera, take some photographs, and then be sure to write at least a sentence or two about why you photographed those things, about why they are your favorite things. You can try printing out the photo and writing on the back what you love, or just simply compile the photos into a Word document and then write with text underneath, type in what you love about it. So super simple. The main thing is the photographs, and it's capturing a great part of your home. What is your everyday life like? Or take it outside in your neighborhood. Is there a favorite park that you love to go to? What's your favorite spot at school? You can use this idea in so many locations, and all you need to do is pull out that camera. Just this idea in general of photographing things that are important to you is a great start. This next idea may sound like it's perfect for artists, but whether you consider yourself an artist or not, this is a really fun thing to do. That is to create a comic book story. So I have some free printouts in our handout, and you can just download those, and they have various different formats of comic book strips, and then just simply sit down and draw your story. Again, you don't have to be an artist, just draw out various components of a single memory, or maybe it's something building up to a big moment. And then you can always just write a little bit of text, whether it's in a quote or at the bottom of the picture. Make sure you leave room to describe this story. It's a super simple way to capture a story where, again, the visuals hold most of the weight, and you only have to put a sentence or two for each part of the comic book series to be able to capture that story. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. By the way, if you're ready to tell a story but you don't even know where to start, I have a list of fun memories that you can record, so just look for this in the handout, and we have lots of ideas to get you started. For the next idea, you want to go and grab some toys around the house. And if you don't have any, just grab a piece of paper and draw some characters. Draw yourself and use those maybe as puppets. You are going to use the toys to have them tell your story. So just imagine that they were putting on a play or a performance. If they were acting out your memory, what would they do? What would the characters say? What would the scene look like around them? So you can use the toys you already have in your house and then just, again, grab your camera, photograph that, or video record it, and you have a really fun way of sharing a story, but it's not you sharing it, it is your characters sharing it. Or if you want, you could just simply have them write out a script. What would their script look like if they were to put on the play of your story? So again, just use those other characters to tell your story. It's so much fun. For the next idea, telling your story is as simple as A, B, C. For this one, you are going to put together a little alphabet book of memories. And again, I have some printouts for this in the handout, and they just have A is for, B is for, C is for. There's also a fun cover that you can put on the front of it, so just simply print out those pages from the handout and then cut them into strips and just put them together. You can always add a little clip on the side to hold them in place, tie them with string, whatever you want to do, and then you can sit down, whether it's all at once or maybe it's once a day, sit down and put together what an A is for in your story, and then also write a sentence or two about why that's important to you. Then switch to the B is for, C is for, etc. And then at the end you have this great fun book of an ABC of your favorite memories, a really fun way to record your story. And if you need ideas for what to do for those ABCs, again, in your handout I have a list of a whole bunch of ideas for every letter of the alphabet. It makes it really easy to just sit down, look at the paper, choose one or choose your own, and then be able to put your book together, and you have an instant treasure with your story. The next idea is so fun because it involves your family. So it's going to be a Q&A, a question and answer format, where they get to ask you a question to find out something fun or unique about you, and then you put the answer together. Again, I have some little printouts of forms so they can have a spot to write a question, write down who wrote the question, and then you can answer it. And then maybe the next day a different family member writes a question and then you answer it again. It's these small and simple things that overall tell a beautiful picture of your personal history, but it's done just a little bit at a time, one question and one answer a day. Or you can do a whole bunch in an evening. Choose whichever format works best for you, but sometimes it's just that simple idea of one question and answer a day, And think about that. At the end of the year, that's 365 fun facts about you that probably share some of those things that you never would think to put in your story, but that your family members help you think of because of their creative questions. Once you have a whole bunch of these papers printed out, you can always compile them into a notebook, and again, our handout has a fun little cover, and guess what? It's in multiple colors, so I bet one of your favorite colors is available. You can do that or print it out in black and white. But we have the covers and the pages that make it super easy for you to put together this question and answer format of recording your story. For the next idea, you are going to become an instant poet or songwriter. Think of your favorite song and then rewrite the lyrics to it. Tell about your everyday life. Put together a fun song about your last family vacation. Whatever it is, just simply rewrite the words to a song. You can sing them, or if you play an instrument, you can go ahead and play the instrument while you sing the song. That fun part is simply putting together the lyrics, and if you need help, you can always ask your family to do it with you. And just think, if you put together a song about your last family vacation, your whole family can sing it together from time to time. Wouldn't that be so fun to hear them singing your song while they get ready in the morning? Not only is it super fun to know that they're singing your words, but it brings back all of those fun family memories from your last vacation. It's the best. The next idea for recording your story is so great because not only does it help you capture your life, but it's going to bless others' lives and bring a smile to their face as well. It's as simple as each week just writing a letter to someone, whether it's a family member or a friend or a teacher, anybody who you have a memory with. Just write a little thank you note to them for all of the great things they do and share one specific memory with them. And then before you send it off, make a copy for yourself. Then you'll have all of those stories with the amazing people in your life. I mean, can you think of anything better than a compilation of great memories with so many fantastic people? Then you can give the original copy to your friends, your family, your teachers, and it's going to bring them so much happiness. And now you've done two things at once: giving service and spreading happiness and recording those important stories. For the next idea, you are going to become an instant video producer. That's right, you will be directing a film. It doesn't have to be long, maybe it's only 10 or 15 seconds. But the fun part is that you get to set up the story and you get to set up the scene. So find anything around your house, maybe it's paper or colored paper, maybe it's Legos that you have, and use those to build a scene. Here we're talking about a memory from a roller coaster that we love to ride at one of our favorite theme parks. And you're just going to use your characters, use those tools that you have, set them up in the scene, take a picture, and then barely move the characters again, and then take another picture. Barely move the characters, or maybe even some of the background, like do you notice our clouds moving? And then take another picture. And as you compile all of those individual pictures together, you're going to get this beautiful scene recreating one of those great moments that you had. And don't forget to record some audio too, so that at the end you can merge that audio with those pictures, and now you have an instant video of a great personal story. And speaking of videos, our next thought is another video idea. And on this one, you just simply want to go through some of your old family photos, scroll through them, find some that you like, and then set those aside. And again, you're going to use those to now create another video of your family memories. Maybe it's all of your favorite vacation memories. Maybe it's your favorite holidays. Maybe it's those favorite everyday moments around the house. All of those things can combine into themed videos that share really important parts of your story. Or don't even worry about a theme. Maybe it's just that you do it a year at a time. What are your favorite memories, your favorite photos from that year? And again, just like in the last idea, be sure to record your voice to match those photos so that we know the story behind them. Now, not only do you have photos, but now you get to tell your story about why they're so important. And record those things that the camera can't capture, but you can. It's so fun, and everybody's gonna treasure knowing your perspective of those photos. And finally, our last idea is to use other characters that you know and have them help share who you are. So in this idea, you're going to think about your favorite characters from books, from movies, from shows, anything that you want, and you're going to use those characters to share what you have in common. Whose personality is most like yours? Who looks like you? If you were to clean the room, which other character would you be most like? If you're hanging out with your friends, what character does that remind you of? There are so many great, fun ways to be able to use other characters to say, that's part of who I am as well, and I really think that I'm similar to them in this way. And you can always say, and here's how I'm different, because you're not going to be the same as every character. So what do you have in common and what do you have different? And make sure you explain why. That's where the real treasure in this approach is. It's not only knowing, oh, I'm like this character, but it's I'm knowing I'm like this character because, and that's going to share a really great perspective of who you are, and it's such a fun way you can use your favorite characters and tell your story. So there you go, 10 great ideas to get you started on recording your stories in super fun and creative ways. I know you're going to have so much fun doing them. Like I said before, try one, try them all. The important thing is that you try them. Get started today recording your story. It doesn't have to be hard. It can be so much fun. By the way, now that you have 10 fun ideas for recording your memories, I also wanted to let you know that I love bringing you ideas for making memories. From games and activities to crafts, I have tons of ideas at FamilyFed.com that make it so easy for you to have fun together every day with your family, to bring laughter, to bring creativity. So many fun ideas. So be sure to visit FamilyFed.com, not only for ideas for recording your memories, but also for creating them with your family. Have so much fun recording your story. I'm so excited for you. And guess what? I'm also super excited for your family to have the stories that you write down. It's gonna be amazing. What a great treasure that will be. So are you ready to go get started? I am. I am off to write down a story, and I hope that you are as well, whether it's with words, whether it's with visuals, photos, whatever you decide to do. That story is going to be amazing because you are amazing, and I'm excited to have your stories written down. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.